I have. అవసరం లేదా ఇది ఎలా పెట్టారు మేడం వచ్చింది
Last 150 logins ఉన్నాయి
150
logins ఉన్నాయి last so 150 తీసారు
Good afternoon. Myself Lata, SL in Zoology from MS Educational Academy. I'm going to explain about the supplementary important answers. I am going to explain. Next, all of you know the weightage of the zoology first year. Briefly, I will say about the weightage. The first, the long answers coming from the last 3 lessons. They are the biology, human welfare, 1 question will come. And the next Periplaneta Americana, 1 LAQ will come. The last lesson, the ecology and environment, 1 LAQ will come. SAQs from the all 8 lessons are there in our syllabus. From the 8 lessons, 8 questions are coming from the 8 SAQs coming from each and every one lesson, 1 SAQ will come. Next, the VSAQs. The first lesson, 1 VSAQ will come. Second lesson, the structural organization, that is having the 3 VSAQs will come from the structural organization, and the third and fourth lessons 1 VSAQ will come. Fifth lesson again the 2 VSAQs will come. Remaining the Periplaneta Americana, that lesson no VSAQ will come. And next in the 6th lesson the 1 is VSAQ will come. Last lesson also 1 VSAQ. Like this, this is about the weightage of the zoology first year. And first I am going to explain about the LAQs. Here, that is I am taking from the Periplaneta Americana. In this lesson, the most important questions are 2 questions are there. One is the one is the digestive system of Periplaneta, and second one is the circulatory system of Periplaneta. First, I am going to discuss about the digestive system of Periplaneta Americana. Digestive system of Periplaneta. First, we are going to what is digestive system. The digestive system is mainly useful for the digestion. What about the digestion means? The complex molecules are converted into the simple and diffusible form that we call as the digestion. For the digestion, digestive system is useful to the each and every organism, not only in the periplaneta, in the higher animals means some invertebrates and the vertebrates, the digestion is important. The digestion, what is the function of digestion means? That converts the complex molecules into simple and diffusible form. That is about the digestion. Next, in the periplaneta, that is the periplaneta belongs to phylum Arthropoda, and these are belongs to insects, and the digestive system of periplaneta. The other animals also, the digestive system is having the mostly two components are there. They are the which one? The alimentary canal and the digestive glands. Here, the digestive system is having the two main components are there. They are called as a alimentary canal. Second is digestive glands. The alimentary canal. First, we are going to discuss about the alimentary canal in the cockroach or periplaneta. Periplaneta means the scientific name of cockroach. Here, the alimentary canal of the cockroach is having the long tubular structure, and it is having it opens with the mouth and ends with the anus. Here, all the animals also that is made up of with the means that opens with the mouth and ends with the anus. The alimentary canal in the periplaneta, it is having the number of structures are there. First one is called as a pharynx. Mouth is opens into the pharynx. Pharynx is opens into the next part that we call as a esophagus. Esophagus opens into the sac-like structure that we call as a crop. Crop opens into the gizzard. Next part is called as a gizzard. Next, gizzard, and the mesenteron, ileum, colon, and rectum. In our convenience, we divide the alimentary canal into three parts. They are called as the foreguts, are also called as a stomodium. Foreguts. First part, anterior part of the alimentary canal is called as a foregut. Middle part we call as a midgut, or also called as a mesenteron. Here another name is called as a stomodium. Stomodium. The foregut is also called as a stomodium, and next midgut is also called as a mesenteron. The third one is called as a hindgut. This is also called as a proctorium. Here, the alimentary canal, our convenience, we divided into three parts. First part is called as the anterior part is called as the foregut. Middle part is called as the midgut. Last part is called as the hindgut. Next, here the pharynx, esophagus, gizzard, crop, gizzard up to here, they belongs to the foregut. Foregut is having these parts. First part is called as a mouth opens into the pharynx. Pharynx is opens into the long tube-like structure that is called as esophagus. Esophagus opens into the crop. Crop opens into the gizzard. The foregut is having these parts are present. Next part is called as the middle part is called as the midgut. Midgut is also called as the mesenteron. This is a tube-like structure. I will draw the diagram, don't worry. Next is the hind gut. Hind gut is also having the three parts are there. They are the ileum, colon, and rectum. Here, this is about the alimentary canal. Alimentary canal is the tube-like structure. It is starts with the mouth and ends with the anus. With our convenience, we divided into three parts: foregut, midgut, and hindgut. Clear? Now I'm this one is the alimentary canal of the cockroach or periplaneta. This is about the alimentary canal of the cockroach. How about to see this one? This one is the mesenteron. Whiteboard is it's okay. Color, color. Yes. one is esophagus. Next one is the storage structure that is called as a crop. Next one is the hard structure that we call as a gizzard. Next is called as a mesenteron. Malpighian tubules. Ileum. Colon. Next, last rectum. Here say this one, the first part is called as the pharynx, hypopharynx inside of the mouth parts, hypopharynx is present, that opens into the next part that we call as the esophagus. Esophagus is a tube-like structure. Next is it opens into the sac-like structure for the storaging of the food, for the digestion and storaging of the food. The crop is present, and here this is the digestive system of cockroach or periplaneta. Next, see the pharynx opens into the esophagus. Esophagus opens into the sac-like structure called as a crop. Crop is useful for the storage of the food, and some digestion, starch is digested inside of this one only. Next part is called as a gizzard. This is the hardest substance. Inside of that, the chitinous, the powerful teeth are present inside of that. With that teeth, madam. Not the first one. This is second, yes. This is second, yes, sir. This one is the second, yes, sir. Previous one. Undo. Sorry. Next, here it is the midgut. Next, the pharynx is opens into the esophagus. Esophagus is opens into the crop. It is useful for the storaging of the food, and that opens into the next part that we call as a gizzard. What about the gizzard means? Inside of the gizzard, powerful 6 teeth are present. They are useful for the grinding and the sieving. Here, it is useful for the grinding of food, grinding and sieve, filtering. It is useful for the grinding as well as filtering. They are useful. And the gizzard, the inside of the gizzard, the powerful teeth is present, and the membranous, the funnel-like structure is the enter inside of the mesenteron, that we call it as a stomodial valve. Here, the gizzard is having the gizzard, the projected, the funnel-like structure, that we call it as a stomodial valve. stomodial valve is present. That stomodial valve is projected inside of the mesenteron. Next part is called as the mesenteron. Up to here, we call it as the foregut, and the foregut, between the foregut and midgut, between them, the diverticulums, finger-like structures are present. Again, next, this one is between the foregut and midgut, between them, finger-like structures are present. These finger-like structures we call as these are called as hepatic CK. What is the use of this one? Means hepatic CK is useful for the absorption as well as secretion. Means between the foregut and the midgut, mesenteron, between them, the finger-like projections are there. How many? Means the 6 to 8 finger-like projections are there. These projections are called as hepatic CK. These hepatic CK is helpful for helpful for the secretion as well as absorption. Next part is called as mesenteron or midgut. The only one part is there in the midgut, that we call as a mesenteron. Mesenteron is helpful. The anterior portion of the mesenteron act as a secretion. Here, anterior portion is helpful for the secretion purpose. Here, it is useful for the secretion, anterior part. Next, the posterior part is useful for the absorption. Here, here the total digestion and the means the here glandular cells are present. Mesenteron is having the glandular cells. These glandular cells are mainly helpful for the secreting of the number of enzymes. Next is called as next part, posterior part of the mesenteron is called useful for the absorption. Which one is the digested food is there? That for absorbing purpose, this one is helpful. Next one, then touch it, madam. Here only, sir. 3. Okay. Absorption. Next, that is and the next one is called as the hindgut. Hindgut is having the 3 parts are there. First part is called as ileum, and the second part is called as colon. Third part is called as rectum. What about the between the, this one is the mesenteron. Mesenteron useful for the secretion as well as absorption. Anterior part is useful for the secretion. Posterior part is useful for the absorption. Next part is called as the hindgut. Hindgut is having the 3 parts are present. Already we discussed ileum, colon, and the rectum. What about the ileum? Means ileum, the between the midgut and the hindgut, between them tuft of the hair-like structures are present. They are called as a Malpighian tubule. What is the use of this Malpighian tubule? Means they are useful for the excretion. Excretion means they are the nitrogenous waste are present inside of the blood, that is taken by the Malpighian tubules, and uric acid inside of the blood. Uric acid is there. That uric acid is collected by the Malpighian tubules and given to the ileum. Next, ileum is given to the next part, that is called as a colon. Colon is a short tube-like structure. Next, this colon is opens into the broad structure that we call as a rectum. Rectum is having the number of the fold-like structures are present. The yellow, these lines, they are called as a rectal papillae. They are called as a rectal papillae are present. What is the use of this rectal papillae? Means these rectal papillae is mainly useful for the absorption of the water from the undigested food. Undigested food is enter in this the rectum. Rectum, inside of the rectum, the longitudinal folds are present. These longitudinal folds are absorbing the water from the undigested food. Here, this one is about the alimentary canal. The digestive system is having the two components. One is called as the alimentary canal. Second one is called as the digestive glands. Alimentary canal we divided into three parts: foregut, midgut, and hindgut. Foregut is having the which parts are present? Pharynx and the esophagus. The crop, gizzard are present inside of the foregut. Next part is called as a midgut. Midgut is having the only one part that we call as a mesenteron. Next, one more. Between the foregut and the midgut, the finger-like structures are present. These finger-like structures are called as a hepatic CK. There are 6 to 8 finger-like structures are present. They are helpful for the digestion as well as the secretion and as well as absorption. They are secreting the some type of enzymes and also they are helpful for the absorption. Next is the mesenteron. Mesenteron anterior part act as a secretion and the posterior part act as a absorption. The anterior part number of enzymes are secreted in this part. Next, the digestion is occur inside of the mesenteron. The digested food is absorbed by the posterior part. Next, between the mesenteron and the midgut and hindgut, the number of hair-like structures, tuft of hair-like structures are present. Yellow colored structures are present. They are called as the Malpighian tubules. They are helpful for the excretion. Inside of the blood, any nitrogenous waste, uric acid is there that is collected and given to the ileum. Next, the last part, hindgut is having the three parts are present. They are called as a, first part is called the ileum, second is colon, last one is called as a rectum. Like this is about the total alimentary canal. Now, we are going to discuss about the digestive glands. This is the next second component is called as a digestive glands. Here the digestive glands, first one is called as a salivary glands. One pair of salivary glands are present either side of the esophagus. They are called as a, first one is the salivary glands. One pair of salivary glands are present. They are present either side of the esophagus. Salivary glands. Next, second is called as a, this one, hepatic CK. The between the foregut and midgut, the finger-like structures are present. They are called as a hepatic CK. Next, third, they are the mesenteron is there. Mesenteron is having the glandular cells. These glandular cells are producing the number of enzymes. That's why the third, the digestive glands are the glandular cells of mesenteron. Glandular cells of mesenteron. Next, first why we are going to this one is important for the diagram, also important. Salivary glands diagram is given to the SAQs also. In this lesson, Periplaneta, 3 diagrams are there. That 3 diagrams, this one is the one. Here, the salivary glands, they are mainly where they are present, either side of the esophagus, they are present. Salivary glands are present either side of the esophagus. What is the structure of the salivary glands? We are going to discuss. The diagram is there. That diagram I will draw afterwards. First, I explain the hepatic CK and glandular cells of mesenteron. First, hepatic CK. What these are the finger-like structures. They are producing the number of enzymes. They are helpful for the digestion. Next one is called as a glandular cells of mesenteron. They are secreting the enzymes. Which enzymes they are secreting means maltose, maltase, invertase, protease, and lipase. These enzymes are secreted by the mesenteron. Mesenteron walls are having the glandular cells. These glandular cells are producing the enzymes maltase, invertase, protease, lipase. maltase and invertase, helpful for the digestion of the starch and cellulose. Next one is called as a protease. Protease is helpful for the digestion of the proteins. Lipase is useful for the digestion of lipids. Here, next the last this one, salivary glands. I will draw the diagram and I'll explain about that one. See this one. This is also important for the SAQ also. Next, not only the LAQ, the salivary glands are the digestive glands. They are present either side of the esophagus. See this one. This is the diagram. They are present either side of this one. They are producing the saliva. Thus, these are the salivary receptacles. Bag-like structures are there. They are called as a salivary receptacles. This one is the hypopharynx. And next, above that one, the mainly the salivary glands are present. Here, here it is the salivary glands. The salivary glands are like this. Both the common salivary ducts are opens into the common duct that we call as a median salivary duct. This median salivary duct is opens into the receptacular duct. This one is the salivary lobules. One pair of salivary lobules are present. These salivary lobules are lobes are having the lobules are present. The lobules we call as a acini cells. Inside of the acini cells, zymosan cells are present. Here, like this, this one is the lobules. These lobules are having the lobules are called as a acini cells. This the acini, inside of the acini cells, zymosan cells are present. These zymosan cells are opens into the ductules. That ductules are opens into the common salivary duct. See, this one is called as these are called as a acini. Inside of the acini cells, zymosan cells are present. They are having the ductules. These ductules are opens into the common salivary duct. These are called as a common salivary duct. These two common cells, this one is one common salivary duct, this one is one common salivary. These two common salivary ducts are opens commonly into the median salivary duct. Median salivary duct. Median salivary duct. Next, the bag-like structures, yellow color bag-like structures are there. These structures we call it as they are called as the receptacles. Receptacles. Bag-like structure for the storaging of the saliva. They are useful. They are called as receptacles. These receptacles are opens into the common receptacular duct. Common receptacular duct. Receptacular, common receptacular duct. Here, next both the median salivary duct and the common receptacular duct opens into the one common duct that we call as a efferent salivary duct. Efferent salivary duct. These are the labelings of the salivary duct. What is the use of this salivary duct means the acini cells, acini are having the zymosan cells. These zymosan cells are secreting the saliva. That saliva goes through the common salivary duct to the median duct. From the median duct to they enter into the receptacles. These receptacles are mainly useful for the storaging of the saliva. Next, the efferent, two common salivary ducts are opens into the median salivary duct. The common, the receptacular duct, both of them are commonly opens into the efferent salivary duct. This efferent salivary duct opens into the hypopharynx. Here the saliva is containing the salivary amylase enzyme is present. This salivary amylase enzyme is helpful for the digestion of the starch. Here, this one is about the digestive system of cockroach, and this diagram is also important for the SAQ also. From the periplaneta, the three SAQs are important. That also that the diagrams. First diagram is this one. And the second diagram is the mouth parts. Third diagram is the ommatidium. Among these three diagrams, one will come compulsorily. Clear? That's why this is an important diagram. To practice this diagram, any doubts you have, you comment on the comment box. Thank you.